Wow. I can't believe this is happening to me. And I know I have a lot of classmates from the class of '69, and they can't believe it's happening to me either. I always looked up to Nardati, so he should be the guy up here. And our whole class looked up to him and still does. We had a get-together just before this with the class of '69, best of the line, by the way. You know, no one who has received this award could be more honored or proud than I am of this. I looked at the list of people who have won the award, and I said they must have wanted to award it to a walk-on to this year or something. But you know what? When we all get together, past award winners sometime, I believe in the basketball gods, I believe in God. We'll get together sometime in some cool room, and all these people will be there, and I'll be in the corner where I belong. But I'll be very proud and honored to be in that room. So thank you so much for bestowing this honor on me. You know, I've been a coach and teacher for 40 years. I'm starting my 40th year. I coached at the two of the greatest schools on this planet, the United States Military Academy and Duke University, and I say it all the time. There are three teams that I've been fortunate to be on. The Army team, the Duke team, and the Krzyzewski team. And my wife and my oldest daughter are with me, Mickey and Debbie. Look, I did that on purpose. Come on, man. But we have three daughters, and my wife and I got married on graduation day, and still married. We call our three daughters, my wife and I, the starting five. And just so you know, in sport, you get a lot of medals, you get rings and watches, and if you win. And I've had good players, so we've won. And but there are two rings I never take off. On my left hand, I'm wearing my wedding ring. I've never taken it off. And my West Point ring. And a number of years ago, I had a black stone in my West Point ring and broke, and so I took my ring off because I'd look like a Polish guy with a broken ring, What nationality are you? Oh, look at his ring, he's Polish, So, especially with a lot of the Italian guys like Nardati, might give me a hard time. My wife gave me my ring back, but this time she gave it with the Duke stone. And I want you, thanks. And so I've been about being on families, being a part of families. And tonight, and I knew this would be a heck of a night. I mean, I have so looked forward to this. And first of all, thank you for what you do. Like, y'all, I say y'all now. From the inner city of Chicago, I used to say yous guys. If I go from y'all to yous guys, put up with me, all right? And every once in a while, duh, all right? By the way, I had a squad leader, Andy Marin, and class of '67. He had me up against the wall one day, and he said, you have to say the days. And so he said, say the days. I said, the days. He said, say it again. The days. And he's right up in my face. He's spitting in my face. So, you guys who went to West Point, you always wanted to punch that guy who was doing it. And he said, "Look at my lips." I wanted to say, "You have ugly lips." But I didn't say that, restrained myself. And he says, "The." And I said, "Duh." So put up with me. Andy Marin couldn't change me. And it's one thing that West Point didn't change. And they changed a lot of good things. But as a coach, I look at people. I'm in constant search of good players, not just good players, but players of great character, assistant coaches of good character, working for good people. I've worked with great people. And as I looked out at the audience tonight, you guys are good people. And you're a family. I don't know if I hope you realize that. You have each other's backs. You love one another. Whatever one person is doing, you're for that person. If someone has a tragedy, you're there for them. If someone has a celebration, you're there for them. In '92, I had a chance to be an assistant coach on the greatest team ever from basketball, the Dream Team, with Jordan, Magic, Bird, and all these guys. And I'm sitting there thinking, this is the Dream Team. That's what you all are. And to get an award like this from the Dream Team means that somehow you still consider the Krzyzewski family part of your family. That's the biggest honor. That by far is the biggest honor, and because it's here, it's in your heart. When I went to the military academy, that expression, I said, "I can't believe this is happening to me," in a good sense. As a plebe at West Point, I said the same thing, but I said, "I can't believe this is happening to me." And I said it over and over again. And there are three things that I learned from being a cadet and being an Army officer that I've used as really the foundation of everything I've done as a basketball coach and as a teacher. The very first lesson that I learned at the United States Military Academy was that failure was never a destination. Whenever anything happened wrong, you better get your ass up and get going, because that's not where a West Pointer or an Army officer stops. And I learned that, and many times I did not want to get up. And then I learned the second lesson, that in order to be really good, you're not going to do it alone, because anyone who's alone can be weak. But if you're with a good group can always be strong. And in one person's moment of weakness, someone else can pull that person up. And if no one has moments of weakness, then damn, we're going to be really damn good. But you know what? We're going to win, and we're going to win together. And then the third lesson is a lesson that really has put it in, it's really for decades I've used it, and I understood it. And I want to remind you of it tonight, because you do it, and you do it all the time. And that lesson was to always put efforts in or fight for something, someone, some country, some family that you really believe in. Because if you believe in something and you get on a good group and you don't let failure be a destination, all of a sudden you have this amazing thing called, and what I would say, the United States Army. I've used that as my mantra, my way of doing this my entire life. What you all do is you live it every day. The term selfless service. Come on. You've done it better than anybody. I've copied from you. It's not an honor code violation. I cheated. I take what, everyone says what we give back to the troops and whatever. Man, that's what we should be doing. I've never been in harm's way. I stand in awe of all of you who have served our great country, and those of you and the families that have been behind the people who have served, the men and women who have served in harm's way. I coach basketball. Come on. I have to put up with a Brazilian ref or somebody yelling things in foreign languages that I don't understand anyway. I mean, I can do that. I can do that. But what you all have done is extraordinary. I want to remind you, and because one of the great things about our family is it has amazing humility. And amazing humility gives us a chance to be hungry assignment after assignment, year after year, and whatever, because we never let our heads get the best of us. But I want to remind you that in this world today, the best team in the world is the United States Army. The best team. And please listen to this, all right? You guys are the most respected part of our society. Please understand that. Somebody can ask for someone's autograph, somebody can do this, somebody likes the way someone sings or dances or acts or whatever. Talking about respect. In our country today, the most respected group is the United States Army. You guys, and I don't want to offend the ladies out there. I call my girls guys, you guys too. Please understand that there's power to that. There's power to that. I know it's upsetting to many of you when you hear no boots on the ground. It upsets me too, because that's like saying, I'm not going to play two of my best players. Because that's what you were trained to do. And for decades and decades, the fact that we're a free country and we don't play home games here is a result of having boots on the ground. It's about It's about letting your opponent know that we are going to use our best players. Now, whether you use them or not, it's up to the coach. You never tell an opponent you're not going to use. Like, I'm not going to play Grant Hill, J.J. Redick, Leitner. I'm not for the Olympics. Hey, Spain, I'm not going to start LeBron and Kobe tonight. I don't think you do that. Now, how much I play him, let the guy try to figure out how I'm going to play him. And so I want to thank you for the countless times your boots have been on the ground, and as a result, it's given me an opportunity to live in a free country, to do what the hell I want to do, and to coach the United States team, the Duke team, and whatever. And so on behalf of the ordinary guys, the ordinary people, we love you and thank you, for doing that. Thank you. I said I violated, the honor code by stealing from you. I'm going to do something that probably none of the speakers have done, and these aren't home videos or whatever, but I just got back actually about a month ago from coaching our United States team in the World Cup. It's the World Championships, and we're fortunate to win a gold medal. And in the 9 years that I've been the United States team's national coach, we have entered into an amazing relationship with our military. Bob Brown, who was a colonel at that time, I don't know if he's used this to get 3 more stars or what the heck he's done, but the very first group that we had talked to our players was Bob and 3 wounded warriors, Scotty Smiley being one of them. And they told their story, and each of the wounded warriors, after they told their story, they said that they would serve again, that they wanted to serve again. In fact, Scotty made it happen, or a bunch of people made it happen. I looked, we weren't a team yet, we were a group of all-star guys, and I was wondering if they had heart, or what kind of hearts they had. And almost all of them were crying. And I knew right then that we had to continue this development with the military. The Hoops for Troops has been a result of that, and Marty Dempsey, who's been a great friend, this past spring has entered into an agreement. Well, he spoke to all the NBA teams to make sure that every team in the NBA is fully supportive of our global efforts for the military. And so there have been a lot of good things that have come from that. All right. I've used the military to try to get my team not just to see what I want and hear what I want, but how do I get them to feel what I want? I mean, I feel this sense of patriotism and what it is to coach for my country. How can I be sure that these guys do, or they're not using it for marketing or whatever it is? And so what we've done is really put them in situations where, whether it be laying a wreath at the unknown soldier at Arlington Cemetery, pictures in front of the Statue of Liberty, doing scrimmage, whatever, all these different activities. You know, we've tried to put our guys, we took our team to West Point this past summer, we tried to put them in a tub of selfless service and see if they would swim and see if maybe something might soak through. In this, you know, when we're playing in these games, they're one and done once you get to the medal round. And I'm going to show you a 1.5-minute video and a 2-minute video, and they haven't been shown to anybody except our team. They were just shown. We make motivational videos, but they're motivational to have them feel what it is to play for their country. Let's put into context the very first one. On September 11th, we were playing in the semifinal game in Barcelona against Lithuania. If we win that game, we get to play whoever's going to go out of the other side in Madrid 3 days later. We're playing on 9/11. Before the game, make believe that you all are Stephon Curry, Derrick Rose, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, and all these guys. And I said, we're playing for more than just a game tonight. You know, this is a sacred day for our country, and America does not lose on this day. And America does not only not lose, but it plays a great game. And then, as after I said it, I put up this video that I'd like to share with you.
Oh, beautiful, for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, may God thy gold refine, till all success. America, I love you, America, because my God done shed his grace on thee. You ought to love him for it, because he crowned my good. He told me he would save his brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Shining sea.
The last scene in the video was an event in Madison Square Garden just before we went overseas that Marty and his servicemen and women got together, and we didn't exchange, they gave us dog tags. And so after that was played, I took my dog tags on. I got a big nose, so it takes a little bit of time. And I told all my guys, put on your damn dog tags. And remember what General Dempsey said. Yeah. You put these things on, you have the courage to work as a group, and you have the trust of the people that you're working with. Let's play with courage and trust. And we went on 9/11. And we won. We played really well. We're kind of motivated. And the second video, there's a story behind the second video. In 2008, we were getting ready to start going for the Beijing Olympics, and we've been able to win our last 4 major competitions: Beijing in 8, Istanbul in 10, London in 12, and now Madrid in 14, and Rio hopefully will be in 16. And no country in the world has ever won 4 in a row like that. But the first practice we had, and this is what Carmelo Anthony, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and all these guys, I brought them over to the side of the court, and we had a big TV. And usually a coach, when you're coaching, you might show a team some plays on there and say, here's what we're going to practice, or here's what we're going to do. So I brought them over. And I said, do any of you guys know your college fight song? And I said, Carmelo Anthony went to Syracuse. Carmelo didn't know his fight song. I said, well, you're only there for 1 year. Yeah. He stayed long. I said, and Kobe, you didn't even go to college. You didn't even have a fight song. You said you were coming to Duke and you never came. And started crying a little bit. Been more than 4 championships, I mean. And I said, look, I want to ask you guys a question. What's America's fight song? And they didn't have an answer. I said, we need a fight song. I said, I got a fight song for the United States. I said, I'm going to show it to you, but I want you to understand that our fight song will be played before every game that we play. And when our fight song is played, you're going to have your hand over your heart. And you're going to feel our country, and you're going to feel like fighting. And in this particular event, I said on August 24th, you'll hear our fight song twice. You'll hear it before the game, and then you'll hear it after the game. The only thing that'll be different is there'll be a gold medal around your neck, and our flag will be raised above all the others, because that was the gold medal game. And then, I put on what our fight song is, and before every one of our gold medal games, the one I'm going to show you, was played on September 14th in Madrid. And it's our fight song and the 44 players who have been gold medal winners in those 4 competitions. If you ask them today, what's our fight song? This is what they would say is their fight song. Please, stand up. Will you just stay? I knew you would stand up. It was a cheap trick, but please, I'd like to finish by saying, yeah, thank you so much for including me and my family and your family and honoring us in this so very special way. But thank you for never accepting defeat as a destination, failure as a destination. Thank you for being a great, great team. And more importantly, thank you for feeling this over and over and over again. As a result of doing all those things, you've become the best. And when you're honored by the best, it's the best. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.